Selling a home that you've been in a long time is always a tough decision. I think I had lived in my home for 35 years, but I had met someone and moved out of the house and had been renting it for a while. And at the same time, I had begun to think more and more about providing for my daughter, who is developmentally disabled, and the opportunity to sell that house at a good price, at a good time in my life, and then be able to purchase a house for her, it just seemed too good to be true. So Jessica's 34 years old and had a normal birth and delivery and looks like a normal person, but has had some delays in her development over time, and in particular in her speech. So we've been very lucky that we've had good school systems and things like that to support her, but she won't ever be able to live independently. She'll always need an adult near her or with her. So that was another consideration in the house, to make sure there was private space also for another adult when she was here. Jessica will probably live many, many years beyond us, probably 50 or more. But we have to be able to provide everything that she's going to need before we die, because she's unable to make an income for herself. One thing we thought about is that it needed to be located midway between our homes. So he's up north and I'm down in Morgan Hill, and so we found an area, the Blossom Valley area, that was roughly halfway in between. It's a cul-de-sac on a cul-de-sac, so it's quiet. There's really only 2 other direct neighbors, only 3 houses on this particular area, so it was very comfortable that way. The house was larger than many of the houses that we looked at, and even though I planned to make some improvements, I knew I would need to do that. The backyard is very serene. We back up against kind of a green strip behind a condominium, so there are no neighbors right behind, so very peaceful and serene for her. It has a hot tub, which I didn't realize just how important that would be. I knew that Jessica loved them, but we have to go in that hot tub every day. She just loves that. And it had a really nice big master area already. The floor plan really suited us with the modifications that I planned to make. And then we met a couple of the neighbors, and that really kind of sealed the deal, because they've been so warm and welcoming to Jessica and supportive of her being part of the neighborhood. There is a school not far away that we can walk up to, and Jessica really likes taking her dog for walks there. There is a nice big park not far from here that has lots of activities that go on during the holidays, which are special times of year for Jessica and for us. And the neighbors, we laugh because the way the houses are situated, my daughter can stand in her dining room and wave at her favorite neighbor across the street when the neighbor is doing her dishes at night. So it's just this really wonderful feeling of having a lot of people who are looking out for Jessica. We have a little bench on the front porch, and sometimes Jessica just sits on the bench and enjoys the neighborhood, which is really wonderful. I know that when she's riding her bike out in the cul-de-sac that there isn't going to be a lot of traffic, that the neighbors are careful because there are lots of children in the area. And I just feel like I can relax. I can't tell you how wonderful it feels to know that Jessica has a forever home, that this is a place where she will live many, many years and enjoy other people and family. And I'm really happy that we wound up where we are. I think it's actually a much better location than I had envisioned. So I was impressed with Rick from the beginning. I met Rick when he was walking through my neighborhood and making himself known to the neighbors, and that I didn't feel like he was going to try to sell me all the time, that he was also willing to be patient until I was ready. I knew that I could trust him, and I just felt like Rick had strong values. He would be honest, he would be direct, he would be supportive of all the parties involved. I feel like Rick really is invested in the people that he works with. I know that it's his business, but I also feel like there's great pride that comes when Rick is able to find that home for a family and then see how well they settle into it and how important it is and how it becomes the locus of their lives and their happiness forward. So, I wanted to get out there immediately and start looking, and Rick was very supportive of that. I was searching through listings and sending all of those to Rick, and He was so great about incorporating all of those and checking them out for me and encouraging me to continue to look, because it did help me understand better what the market was like and what I was going to be able to achieve. I think you just have to go into it with kind of an open mind, a lot of trust in your realtor who does know the market, who does know how things are out there, and just also the faith that when it's the right house, it will work out for you. I think it just feels like Rick is an ideal partner for such an important decision.